Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to cover the visit by the Singaporean president to Egypt as he started his official visit to Cairo and was received by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi holding summit talks. And both leaders also held a joint press conference after the talks which took place in closed meetings, and they were followed by expanded talks including delegations from both countries. To shed more light on the visit, we are very much delighted to have with us by phone Professor Youmn Hamaki, Professor of Economics at Ain Shams University. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Youmn, and a very good morning.
Good morning.
Before going into details, Dr. Youmn, how do you see the importance of the Singaporean president to Egypt as the very first visit by an Egyptian president to Singapore was in 2015, and it was also by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, to exchange visits between the two countries and to commemorate 60 years of diplomatic ties. How do you see the significance of what I mentioned?
I see it very, very important, specifically during this period in which the world is witnessing severe challenges and tendency towards polarization and, exchanging ideas and, enhancing relations may become a very important goal for every country. Singapore is a very important country. Singapore can be considered as a model of success in which we refer to Singapore as one of the four tigers that succeeded to achieve an economic miracle starting from the 1960s. And I don't know if you know that this very small country in area, but they succeeded to be on top of the countries of the world regarding the attractiveness for foreign direct investment and the capability to enhance the competitiveness specifically for the service sector, as well as being a model regarding the standard of living for people. That is, the level of education. Even United States is, benefiting from the experience of Singapore regarding the performance of education. So I believe that enhancing our relation with Singapore is quite important.
Yes, amen to that. And to echo what you've just said, Dr. Youmn, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, along with his Singaporean counterpart, witnessed the signing of 7 memoranda of understanding in various domains: agricultural, health, social protection, maritime transportation, you name it. How do you see the diversity of fields of cooperation between Egypt and Singapore, and particularly the keenness of both countries to double or even triple the volume of trade exchange?
Indeed, our economic relations, they are not, good enough. Regarding trade relations, even it's not arriving to $1 billion on annual basis. So this is quite minimal, taking into consideration that Singapore may need from Egypt food industry, may need, attracting investment in several
domains
of
fields,
activities,
yes.
like maritime. They are having very good experience in that. Specifically, when we have nowadays the Suez Canal area, in which this area is can be considered as a very important in location amongst the continent of the world and connecting, two sides of the world quite well. From here it comes that we need to attract Singapore to come and to have foreign investments in several diversity of activities, taking into consideration renewable energy. They are in deep need and they have the technology regarding that. They have a very successful experience in, recycling. You know quite well that Singapore is relying on recycling to generate electricity for the whole country. So they have a very good experience in that, and I believe that transfer of technology for Egypt can be regarded as very important on a win-win situation, you know. So maybe we have the President Sisi and President of Singapore, they decided invite businessmen and women from Singapore to come and to discuss the most important, investments that they can attract them to come and invest in Egypt. And nowadays we are trying as a government to enhance the environment of investment. Last month there were significant steps that have been taken in order to address the challenges confronting the environment of investment. On top of them, dealing with taxation, dealing with trade, the procedures for customs. We are trying to facilitate these procedures and to reduce time spent
and to propagate for Egypt as a country filled with chances and has huge potentials when it comes to foreign direct investment. Also, Dr. Youmn, President Shan Mugar Atman of Singapore really expressed his really admiration to the leap witnessed by Egypt regarding the infrastructure, regarding the development process, regarding the economic reform, and the efforts exerted by the state to eliminate all obstacles in front of startups, businessmen coming from all over the world, and particularly from Singapore. How do you see these statements by the Singaporean president as messages sent to others, to the international community, even when a foreign president is here saying so in a press conference in Cairo? How do you see this, Dr. Youmn?
I see it's very important, to open the door for more foreign direct investment and to pinpoint to the importance of Egypt regarding attracting investments. We have in Egypt opportunities, unexploited, resources, huge unexploited resources in different fields to diversify the growth. Like for the industrial sector, we need a lot of efforts to be done. The door is open for investors to come and invest in different industries all over Egypt. We have Upper Egypt full of resources that are not exploited yet. Sinai, So in Egypt, according to our studies as economists regarding the investment maps of every area, and nowadays we have different initiatives in the universities in order to have what we call regional development by referring to the development of each regional according to the comparative advantage of resources existing in this regional. So I believe that by enhancing our activities towards specifying the most important investments that can attract investors to come, and they are going to benefit quite well because it's going to be profitable according to our studies, and our location may enable them to export to all over the world, taking into consideration that we have a free trade area with Europe, with Africa. Egypt can be a hub to Africa, to all African countries, as well as Arab countries, and Egypt is a member in the BRICS. So we have different, ways in order to open more and more opportunities for foreign investors.
And to remind our viewers, with yesterday's memoranda of understanding which were signed in the presence of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and visiting Singaporean counterpart, Among the ministers who signed on from the Egyptian side was His Excellency Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati. Now it's very much normal for us to see that our foreign minister is signing a memoranda of understanding in the economic field, meaning that he is really leading what we call economic diplomacy. How do you see this as a new way, or let's say a new effort exerted by the state to make sure that all efforts, or let's say governmental bodies are enjoying this full coordination to make sure of benefiting from the very good or excellent relations we have with our allies from all over the world, Dr. Youmn?
I can see it. It's very important. You know that when you are from the political side, we are quite, you know, agreeing regarding the most important case internationally. Both countries are agreeing, and they have the same vision and the same approach towards the main challenges confronting the world nowadays, specifically for Gaza, for the Russian war, Russian-Ukrainian war, and all these conflicts existing. And you need to, you know, coordinate your point of view in the international, on the international level, in addressing international organizations. And we used to have very good relations with Singapore towards, you know, coordinating our efforts in international organizations. So when Mr. Badr Abdelati is signing this memorandum, I believe that this is a sign that we are coordinating our efforts on a win-win situation. We need to enhance our relations, but you know what I may recommend here, that I need to exert more efforts in monitoring and evaluation the results of these agreements, you know, because all the time we have very good relations with countries of the world, specifically Asian countries, but still it needs effort with other ministries in Egypt, and to enhance the environment of investment, and to you know, to enhance the skills of workers, to upgrade skills of workers. So a lot of efforts need to be done in order to, you know, pave the way towards rationalizing using these relations. So what I recommend actually is that we have to work hard. We have to monitor the progress of these agreements, so that we can achieve the best results from such agreements.
Dr. Youmn Hamaki, Professor of Economics at Ain Shams University, thank you very much for your input, and have a very good day. And by the way, Singapore's president is going to meet today with the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Al-Imam Al-Akbar, Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tayyib, and the head of the Egyptian Orthodox Church, Pope Tawadr, the second Pope of Alexandria, and the Patriarch of Hamaki Cathedral, to speak more about the dialogue among religions to enhance the cultural relations between Egypt and Singapore. And also the Singaporean president was keen to visit Al Fustat area in Old Cairo, and he was really astonished and amazed with the handmade products and the artists and the handcrafts of the Egyptian very veteran and very skillful artist who did great, and he expressed admiration for every piece he touched. Let's know more about this visit to Al Fustat, and we are going to return back with more in our breakfast show.